extremely slow, and every time I try to open up something,
Yeah.
it's pinwheels.
Well, I'm kind of curious.
I kind of looked at my storage on it, and I think I'm okay.
Right. Okay.
You
Where's the
tell me
power
what
button
you
on
think.
this thing? Where is the power on this thing?
Right there, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it does turn on.
Yeah, it works. It's just slow.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Yeah, these things are literally glued together, and they're not very repair friendly.
No.
Now, the liability of me breaking the screen if I was to repair it, if it is a storage failure, is just high.
Yeah.
For me to take the time to multiple hours to tear into it, it would just be cost prohibitive for you. And
I don't think it's not even that old. 2 years maybe.
well, no, I think I have a suspicion it's at least. Oh, it has USB-C, so yeah. I guess so. All right. Well, yeah, it shouldn't take that long just to get into Windows. Let's see here. Okay, so. Oh, I see what happened. I'm trying to record this here. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so. Where's your start menu? That's weird.
It's populating. It takes forever.
It's still. Oh, right. Yeah, so it's still going. Oh, we got 11 on here.
What's that mean?
The newer Windows. Let's see what your storage looks like. Oh, yeah, it should not take this long. Okay, yeah. I think your storage is starting to fail. Unfortunately, you don't. Sometimes when you fill it up, it becomes slow, but that's not your problem. Let me just get it online. I don't suppose you've done all your updates? Yeah, it's still taking its time.
See, yeah.
Yeah.
And this just recently happened in the last couple 30 weeks.
Oh, really? Yeah. So, unfortunately, are you a heavy user? Are you on this thing every day?
All day.
So, it could just be like one of those.
Online and with my business, sending out emails and.
Yeah. Watching it behave this way, I'm thinking your SSD is starting to fail.
What's SSD?
The storage device. So basically the hard drive, where all your stuff sits. Sort of the same failure as your iMac.
Yeah, I need to get you back and fix that.
Right.
I'm gonna get another one. A buddy of mine's gonna give me one of his. So.
Right. Connect. Yeah, it's unfortunately we're such a disposable society. I have to tell people not to expect more than 5 years out of their hardware. Let's see if I can at least get it on, because sometimes maybe if there's some weird glitch, an update might address the issue. It looks like once it gets going, it's not so bad, right?
Yeah, once it's.
You might have installed some utility. I know you use Slack and some other work-related utilities.
Yeah, Slack almost every day.
I would recommend making sure all those updates are available. I mean, all those available updates are done, because there could be a conflicting issue. It could technically be a bug, a software issue. Let's see here. Let's just see if there's any updates available.
Okay.
It'd be great if there was some sort of firmware or driver update that might actually improve performance. Sometimes that is the issue. All right. Yep. No. Oh, it has a minor update. Yeah. So let's just do that. We'll restart, see what's going on. Oh, Dropbox is kind of a bandwidth. It's kind of a bandwidth hog. I don't know how much.
Use Dropbox.
Well, you have it installed.
So let's take it up. I don't even.
Okay,
use it.
so
I don't even use it. I don't even know how to use it.
Really? Okay. Well, you have something in here. So all right. Well, if you're confident you don't need Dropbox.
What's in there?
It's
I have that tech show on my drive.
right.
I don't need any of that.
All right. Well, good. Okay, let's just do that. Let me finish this update. All right. That's going to take a while. Control panel. Yeah, once it gets up and running, that's weird. Dropbox is a CPU and a bandwidth hog. Okay, we're waiting on it. All right. I'm waiting here.
So when they evict you, where are you gonna go?
I'm not sure. I'm still kind of looking. I'm sort of serious about it, but obviously we're getting the deal of the century here, so I understand.
What
I'm
do you
gonna
pay here?
$500 for.
My wife is over on right next to AM/PM.
Yeah.
You know, so you go down Sepulveda, turn
Right.
left on Manhattan Beach Boulevard.
Yeah.
And then the AM/PM, right next to the AM/PM, between Jiffy Lube
Yeah.
and AM/PM, is a little office building.
I think the girl upstairs is gonna go over there too. Is there a new opening there?
I don't know. My
Yeah.
wife's been in there like 2 years, and she only pays like $1,200.
For how much space?
3 times this size.
Right. So she's only paying a little more than twice as much, but three times the space.
Yeah. Between she's got a back office with a
Right.
bathroom.
Right.
She's a jeweler. My wife's a jeweler.
Right.
And she has a front showroom that's bigger than this.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
I don't know how much room you need, but you should.
Probably 3 times this. That's why it's so clustered in here.
Yeah, but you should look over there.
Yeah. All right.
15, and maybe it's 1,500 now. But still.
Right. Yeah. I don't mind. I mean, I understand. I've had a very
Good deal
my
for a long
landlord
time.
knows that we're all on temporary borrowed time.
Right.
So he's given us the benefit of very cheap under market rent.
So they haven't said when they're going to bulldoze it.
I moved in here in like 5 years ago, expecting to.
Yeah.
And they kept
yeah.
rolling it along.
You're lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, stay here as long as you can.
Right. Programs and features. All right. So, Office 365, Slack. Where is Dropbox? Oh, what's this driver support 1? That looks like shadyware.
I don't know. I thought that was part of.
No, that should not. I re-imaged this machine by reinstalling Windows totally. I wouldn't have put that in there. Let me get rid of that too.
I thought that was part of Google.
No, well, you might. Well, the problem is so much of this free software we use is often free, but it's free because it includes some ad for some what's called shareware.
Takes up.
Yeah, shareware is a word that doesn't get used very often anymore, but it used to be more common back in the 90s.
Oh, really?
Shareware was just everywhere. Basically, you'd install something, but only if something else got installed too. So it's like, here's your ad.
Yeah.
We're going to clutter your hard drive. So we're waiting on the utility. Yeah, I hate having to tell people, especially my age and older, that their stuff is just not engineered for beyond 5 years. We're very disposable.
Kind of depressing, kind of like phones.
Yeah, well, anything
Couple, 3
electronic.
years and, yeah.
Anything electronic. Even our cars are now rolling computers.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got a Tesla.
Yeah, anything
Or
electric, sure.
Yeah.
Those companies like Tesla are kicking and screaming because we've got not necessarily right to repair, which is what the industry is pushing for in my industry, but the car industry has had it for a long time, but they think they want to call themselves a technology company.
Yeah.
And think that they're special versus we're not a regular car, but
Yeah.
you still deserve to keep your car if you want to go 100,000 miles plus. You shouldn't be required to replace it.
How does this place have enough power? If you had,
Oh, you know what?
I was going to say, if you had to put.
This place is coming down because when it rains, the outlets leak. Yeah, that's
no.
not. No.
Oh, no.
No.
You got a lot of electrical in here.
Well, it's just a few computers. I mean, everyone thinks I have a
But
whole
is
lot.
everything? But not everything's plugged in?
Right. I only have one computer running at a time.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe my own personal computer and a customer's laptop or something. It's just not as big. I'm not as power hungry as everyone thinks.
As it looks, yeah.
Right. Oh, the computer guy, he must got all sorts of
Well,
crap
looks
plugged
like
in.
all the receivers and all the.
Yeah, that's not even
hard
plugged
drives and all
in.
the
That's
stuff.
just sitting there taking up space.
Gotcha.
It's still uninstalling. This is taking a while. So, oh, there it goes. Yeah, some of these utilities, they're always calling home. They talk to the internet, and they're always monitoring your machine. That can be some of the issue.
Sure.
Okay, so now I'm going to get rid of Dropbox. Uninstall. So I would just budget for replacing this machine because it's not a user serviceable machine.
You run that by me again?
It's not very user serviceable. when it fails, and I don't recommend repairing it because for
Yeah, just
someone like me to
replace
replace, yeah, unfortunately, it sold for $1,000 to start. For me to want to even bother getting in there, it's another couple $100.
Yeah, no, I just bought
Yeah,
a new one.
yeah. 5 years is like the 250,000-mile car. Right.
What do you think of the Microsoft Surfaces in general?
Well, the bigger one is technically the same computer with a bigger keyboard. That's it. I mean,
But are they fairly reliable?
yeah, they are. But when they fail, it's
They
like
fail.
yeah,
Yeah.
they fail. They fail. So let's just get rid of these very taxing utilities and see if that helps at all. Yeah, the Surface Pros are generally the most reliable because Microsoft builds the hardware and they build the software.
So maybe I should start looking for a new one, and then you can transfer everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you're using the Drive account, the cloud account from Microsoft anyway. So, oh, that could be the other thing. So if you're using 365 for the cloud and Dropbox, which is technically the same, not the same company,
thing.
same technology, they're competing for resources to do the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everything I have on there is backed up in 365 Cloud.
Yeah, I can see with the cloud icon right here that it's functional. So your cloud is backing up everything in your documents, your desktop.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. So I'm going to restart after uninstalling Dropbox and we'll see if
where
it
we
starts
are.
up any faster. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's the latest thing. If you have two cloud competing utilities, they can fist fight. It's the same thing that can happen if you have two virus protection utilities.
I think you
Oh, and you have the Google Drive on here too, which is technically another competitor.
Google Drive is what I have all my work stuff on.
Okay, well, you're also competing with the cloud for Microsoft. So you got three cloud systems competing for attention. That could potentially be a problem. I mean, we'll see if we have an improvement when we get rid of Dropbox.
Okay, and I'll show you what I do for work, where all my work puts all their stuff.
Yeah.
It's in the Drive, I believe.
Right.
In Google Drive.
All right. I would commit to one, if that's the problem.
I mean, I don't have any pictures or music or anything on here that,
Right.
like my Mac. All
Yeah.
this is just work for this company I'm doing work for the time being.
Yeah.
So I guess we should just go through Google Drive and get rid of
Yeah,
the cloud.
commit to one, and we'll see if it's just Dropbox. Dropbox has been the most notorious for these resource issues. And then Windows 11.
Is that the most current?
Yeah,
It is? Okay.
yeah. Unfortunately, I don't consider any machine that will take. In order for a machine to install 11, it has to be within 3 or 4 years old, which means it's still worthy.
Okay.
Once you can no longer install the latest OS. All right. Oh, what's this?
Were you bummed they closed El Tarasco next door?
Yeah,
God,
there was
I
decent
was
food.
say I'd have tacos here every day.
Right.
Chicken tacos are my favorite. What's gonna go there? Anything, or just nothing until they?
I have no idea. Because we're on such borrowed time.
Yeah.
We don't know if that guy. Apparently, that guy's still paying rent, but he hasn't been in there and doing business for the last 2 or 3 months
Wow.
or more. Yeah, it was weird. A group of guys, like businessmen, invested in it, and then it was run by 2 gay women.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then they all just disappeared. I didn't understand how they're all business oriented, but they got like a couple $1,000s worth of expired food sitting on the shelf now.
Oh, they do?
Well, if you look in there,
Just
it's like
just rotten?
the air puffed whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not good. That's not good.
I mean it's not the sort of stuff that would start stinking after months. It's just stale,
Oh, yeah.
just snacks and stuff.
Well, at least it's all packaged.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Probably somebody hasn't broken in there and stole it all.
Not in this neighborhood.
It's just food.
In this neighborhood, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't think that would happen.
No, not in Manhattan Beach.
Yeah. Still uninstalling. I hate telling people their hardware is not worth repairing.
That's just,
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Well, a lot of people understand that, but a lot of people don't. Because if anyone my age and beyond, they grew up in an era where stuff
Well,
gets
like you
repaired.
said, we live in a disposable world.
Right. I mean, can you imagine all the people that spent 25 years with a television and now they go buy a TV every 5 years?
Look at the cost of them now.
Yeah.
You can get them on. You can get those.
Yeah.
What's the ones that are preloaded and everything? There's internet TVs.
Right.
My kids both have them.
What did a TV cost 30 years ago?
Oh, thousands.
Really?
But now you can get these ones for $500 or $600.
Right. Yeah.
It's cheap. It's
Right.
cheap. What are they called? What starts with an R when they're fully loaded with
Well, the smart TV. I don't think you can buy a TV that's not a computer anymore.
Yeah, it's just a smart TV. You plug in the internet,
Right.
and you have all the apps.
Right. So, well, we're making progress here.
Okay.
Almost there.
Okay.
75% done. Yeah, 25% left. All right, let's see. Almost there. Man, it's frozen up. Let's see how many updates we have pending here. There we go. Close. All right, so now I'm going to restart this thing.
Did you get rid of OneDrive also?
Well, no, OneDrive is built into Windows.
Okay.
I'm just going to restart after doing one and seeing how it behaves. Ah, we got an update that happened. Uh-oh. I uninstalled a utility and an update happened at the same time. That could have been why that could have taken a little longer. Let's see here. Yeah, my general approach is be a minimalist. Only install what you need.
What's that?
No, I'm talking to myself. I'm
Okay.
recording this instance. I got free. So basically, I'm recording this live to YouTube so people can
cool.
kind of see what's going on.
You got a good YouTube channel. That's awesome.
Yeah, if you're an enthusiast, most people just kind of roll their eyes, and I'm like the dentist. People only come to me because I have to. Yeah, you're not an enthusiast. Usually, it's not the enthusiast that comes to me.
And then enthusiasts probably doing the same thing.
Well, they're
Or something similar.
they get their machine. Like yesterday, I had a customer. I had to do a house call. I was there for like 4 hours. They were savvy enough to put it all together, but I had to diagnose his cooling system is bad. So unfortunately, no matter how skilled you are, sometimes it just takes a couple hours to figure something out.
Yeah.
He just wanted his gaming machine. It's almost like having a muscle car. You aren't necessarily skilled enough to work on it, but you like your old fast car.
Exactly.
All right, we're doing a full restart. Let's see if this does anything for performance. Generally speaking, anytime I install something, I would restart, and anytime I uninstall something, oh, that actually did seem like a faster restart.
Okay, that's a bonus.
That's an improvement. Let's go ahead and see how oh, yeah. Wow, I was able to restart the machine in just a couple seconds.
Okay.
So that might have been your resource killer.
Now, what about if I'm using the backup system you're saying?
Well, okay. So now you have Live Drive and the Google Drive.
So let me show you where everything is, and then maybe you can tell me what I need.
All right. Well, it looks like we've already got an obvious improvement in performance. So why don't you? So watch. I just restarted it after realizing it restarted. So there you go.
Okay, so what I do is I go here,
Yeah.
and then all my stuff is on the drive,
Yeah.
where my company keeps all of
Sure.
our stuff. So I have to have access to that.
Yeah.
Now, what's this? Did you put that on?
No, you put that on. That's virus protection.
Okay. Is that running?
Well, I mean, I must have suggested it. That's you said
so-
not 32 is what I usually suggest if you're going to pay for virus protection.
Okay, so I got the right thing on there?
Yeah, and it looks like, did you notice it just
Yeah,
loaded a lot
faster.
faster?
100% faster. So what
so
about...
Dropbox might have been your culprit.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
run it for a while and see how it goes.
So before we do any more damage. Let's see here. I'm just checking for many more updates.
Then what do you... Okay, when you did that, there's...
Yeah, it looks like all the updates are genuinely done.
Can you go to System?
Yeah.
I did. And then Storage.
Yeah, I already know that you're not full. You got plenty of space available.
Okay, hold on. I pushed something. I was looking at something.
Right. Well, the overall storage capacity
What's
is
the
not your
storage
issue.
sense? That should be on or off.
Oh, that's to delete stuff that 99% of people will never care about.
So just leave it where it is?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
It was off, and I
Right.
just put it on.
Yeah, and it's such a small number, it's
Okay.
not going to
It's
affect
not-
you.
okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like taking a piece of luggage out of your car. You're probably not going to notice the
No.
mileage increase. Right.
I love your analogies.
Yeah, well, that's why I do those analogies. Yeah.
So us laymen can understand them.
Right. So I'm already seeing an obvious improvement. All
Okay.
we did was a minor update in uninstall Dropbox. Dropbox has had a reputation for being a data hog, and
Okay.
so that's pretty much it.
I'll run it until it breaks, and then I'll get a new one.
Yeah, I think that might have fixed it.
Okay.
There you are.
Sweet.
Cool.
What do I owe you?
How about, yeah, sure. $50?
Sure.
Thanks.
Do I just scan this?
Yeah, you can scan that. I don't. It might be pretty sun damaged. Here, this one works. Yeah. There we go. No lag. Oh, you gotta describe what it is.
Where?
Computer repair.
Done.
Thank you very
Awesome,
much.
dude.
Thank you.
No, thanks for making me come over. I learned
Yeah.
a little bit too. Now I know where you are.
Yeah.
Um,
For a while, anyway.
I'll call you probably the next month or so. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go get that Mac from a buddy of mine. He
Oh,
has like
right.
10 extras in his
Extra,
business.
right, all right.
Because everybody's working from home.
Cool.
So
It's all backed up, so all you have to do is plug in the backup to the new one and do a
and remember I
reversal.
have that other one across the room too
Yeah.
that I have a ton of photos on.
Right.
I'd like to get the photos off
Sure.
those.
For that, you can bring to
Scrap
me.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Done.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Cool.
See you, Chris.
Thanks.
See you next time.
All right. Bye.
I'll be back.
All right. So there you go. A day in the life of me. Pay attention to your cloud backup utilities. If you've got more than one installed, it could be competing for the other. And that's pretty much it. If you've never been here before, my name is Chris. I'm offering free interaction 3 days a week, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, sometimes more often. And sometimes I'm not here on that schedule because if someone's paying me to do a house call, I can't be in 2 places at once. Show up at the YouTube chat at South Bay Tech Gurus. On Facebook also. You can give me a call at 855-434-8787. I'll try to invite you to show up and give me a conversation. Maybe a free fix or two. If you show up at my door, I'm going to charge you. Have a nice day.